Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. You guys ready to talk about some awesome things that have been happening during the 30-day challenge? Hold on, I've got Craig here with me. I'm going to pull him out. Hey, Craig.
Hey, how are you, Amy?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Perfect.
Looks like there's a little bit of a delay, but I'm seeing it for both of us. So I don't know what that's about, but that's all good. So if you guys are here with us, definitely let us know. Say hello in the comments. Let us know where you're coming in from. If you are seeing a little thing that says to click the StreamYard link, that's because if you post a comment and you don't click that link, we won't know who the comment is from. So be sure and just click that link and do whatever it says to do. I think you just have to say who you are or whatever so that it can connect to your Facebook, so that it can show your picture and your name when you post a comment, which would be good because we like to know who the comments are from. And sometimes I even feature them on the screen. So today we are talking about, hold on a second. What did I say we were talking about? we were talking about breakthroughs, growth, and challenges that have come up during the 30-day content challenge. So if you guys, so we're streaming live right now in a few different places. We are on YouTube as well as 2 different places on Facebook. One of the places that we're streaming live on Facebook is in my Facebook group, which is called Online. What is it called? I am so out of it today. Online Marketing Growth Hacks for Entrepreneurs. And inside of that Facebook group is where we've been doing a 30-day content challenge. Some of us, not everybody in the group, but a lot of us have been doing it. And Craig is one of the people that has been posting content consistently every day for 30 days. I mean, today's day 28. So, woo, Robin. I can see you from YouTube. Hey, Robin. Oh, she's saying I'm funny because I'm brain dead. This is what unstoppable looks like. You're brain dead and you go on with the show. So all right, hold on. Today is day 28 of the 30-day content challenge, and it is, so I can't even believe that we're almost to the end, and I'm going to let Craig share what his experience has been like. But what I've been noticing is that people have been really getting to know each other on a much deeper level. Because what we've been doing with this challenge is not only are people posting a new piece of content every day, and that content can be on whatever platform you want. So some people, like Craig, is doing a lot of YouTube videos. He's doing some Instagram too. Caleb is just doing YouTube. I'm mixing it up on a bunch of different TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And so you can stay on one platform and do 30 pieces of new content on that platform for 30 days, or you can mix it up. But every single day, you have to post a piece of content. And then what's happening is inside of our Facebook group, everybody's putting a link to their content so that everybody else can go and watch the video or comment on the Facebook post or whatever, and syndicate for each other. So we're engaging with each other's content. So what's been happening, and I'll let Craig speak to this as well, is that I know this has been the case for me as well. I really feel like I've gotten to know people on such a deeper level because we're all like watching each other's videos every day, and we're just getting to know each other's personalities and the types of content that we create. And so it's been a really cool way I see friendships being formed, which has been really, really, really awesome. And I also see like just people getting better at what they're doing. Like Caleb has come so far with YouTube. And I know that he shared, I think in yesterday's video, he was sharing about how not only is he getting more comfortable in front of the camera, but he's learning a lot about all of the different ins and outs of YouTube. Like how to, when he started out, he was like copying and pasting his description in every day. And then over time he learned that, oh, you can set it as a default. And so he's learning about YouTube. And then the cool thing is he's also, he's doing the learn, do, teach. So he's learning about it, he's doing it himself, and then he's teaching it right on his channel, which is awesome. So that's been really cool to watch. And I know for me that, one of the biggest breakthroughs is that, well, one of the biggest challenges, I should say, I'll start off with the challenge, is that some days it's just not that easy to create a piece of content. Not because I don't know what to create. I mean, I gave anybody that registered for the challenge, I gave 110 different ideas for daily prompts, and there's only 30 days. So you have all these different ideas to choose from. Plus I included a website that has even more prompts for things like today is Valentine's Day. It's an easy opportunity to create some content for your audience to let them know that you love them. It's Valentine's Day, right? So there's certain days of the year where we can come up with content ideas based on the day. So I provided a website that gives you stuff for like all these different like Secretary's Day and Daughter's Day and all the stuff that, will give you other ideas for content. Let me put that up here in the banner. So we're on day 28. And so like, this is the link to register for the content challenge. Now, let me just say that we're on day 28. So you're welcome to join and jump in for the next couple of days that it's being officially held. But if you just want to do it on your own, if you register at this link, I'm just going to leave this link up with in everywhere that I had it posted. I've been saying I'll just leave it up because if you ever just want to do it on your own, or if you just want to get the goodies that I gave everybody that registered, you're going to get 30 days worth of prompts in one PDF. Another PDF, you're going to get 80 additional prompts plus a website that gives you more ideas. And then you're also going to get access to the Facebook group that's going to continue even after the challenge is over. So if you want to, check that out and get all of these ideas for content, you can find that there. But so in any case, like my challenge has not been coming up with content. It's been about like yesterday I had a migraine and I did not feel good at all. And like the day was getting away from me and I was like horizontal all day, just not feeling well. And I was like, I still have to make a piece of content. Like if it wasn't this challenge, yesterday would have been a day off for me. But because I committed to this, I went ahead and did it. So on one hand, that was a challenge because I didn't want to create a piece of content. And on the other hand, it was a breakthrough because I did it anyway. So I proved to myself like what I'm capable of when I commit to something. And I think we're all seeing some of that. And I've definitely grown on some of the platforms too, like TikTok. I've used TikTok more in the last 28 days than I've ever used TikTok before. So I've been like playing around with some of the different features and just, getting faster at it. That's what I did yesterday when I wasn't feeling good. I created a quick TikTok video and, it's just become like really easy to do that. So enough about me. I want to hear from Craig. Let me, wait, hold on a second. I'm going to hide that so we can see Craig's name. And, oh, here's Bill saying it's been fantastic. I've learned so much. Yeah, Bill's another one. We had him on last time. He's been posting a YouTube video every single day, and it's just been awesome to watch. So, all right, Craig, how you doing today?
Good. Amy, can you hear me all right? I'm in my car using my car microphone.
Yep, you sound good. So,
wonderful.
I'd love to hear from you, like what's been going on. Like I said, Craig's been super consistent. He's been posting lots of videos about DoorDash, which is what I think he's doing right now in his car. He's a DoorDash. What do you call it when you're at like the level that you're at with DoorDash?
I'm a preferred dasher, which means I can dash anytime I want. And once you get to a preferred dasher status, just like any other platform, you can figure out their algorithm and you kind of know when the bonuses are coming up, and you schedule your week accordingly.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing. And I've been posting videos about it, thanks to you.
Yeah, so I've been watching Craig, like, this is a niche that he's really good at, right? He's a preferred DoorDash member, and he knows a lot of the ins and outs of DoorDash that other people that might just be starting. I mean, DoorDash is probably something, I'm guessing, that a lot of people have just started during the pandemic as a way to earn some income, people that have been laid off from their jobs that are looking for some side hustles. And DoorDash is one way that people are doing that. Well, Craig has been providing content about DoorDash to help those people learn how to use the app and learn some different tips about how to be successful with DoorDash. So what's been cool too is he's been shooting these videos from his car, like while he's door dashing a lot of the time too. So it's just been really cool. So so that's just an example of how we can take knowledge that we have and kind of become the go-to person in a niche. Like this is a micro niche called DoorDash, right? That Craig can literally become like the go-to guy for DoorDash if he decides that's something that he wants to do. But I'd love to hear more from you, Craig, about like what this challenge kind of helped you to take a look more at.
Let me go back to before the challenge started, when you started posting content about, hey, we're going to have the challenge, right? And you produced all the content for it, but my biggest problem was I was afraid. I had fear. I was afraid, like, can I commit to 30 days? What could I possibly have to say that's relevant for 30 days?
So your audio is really, really, really choppy for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Let me know in the comments if anybody else is experiencing that. But
all right. I'll put it this way. Is it better?
No. Your video is choppy too. Like it keeps stopping, starting. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. We'll just make do with it.
Well, what I was going to say is, I hope you can hear me if you can't. What I was going to say is, I wanted to go back to before the challenge started, when you were just putting out content, and I had to convince myself and get over the fear of just going in and doing the challenge and committing to the challenge. That was my biggest obstacle in the beginning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're not really on camera. You're like off to the side. But you're definitely choppy, and I'm getting feedback in the comments that you're choppy.
All right.
We can hear you. It's just a little hard to understand.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Your videos. Bye-bye. No, all I hear is static now. Okay, Robin's saying she can hear you. I only see black now. I don't see a video at all. I don't hear anything or see anything. Can you still hear him, Robin? I don't hear him. I don't see him or hear him.
I put my earbuds in.
All right, I just heard you say you're putting your earbuds in, but I can't see you. We'll just give him a minute.
Is that any better?
I can't see you at all.
No.
I have a black screen. Are you even on camera? Maybe jump off and jump back on or something? Because I just see a black screen. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, everybody's seeing a black screen. Okay, there you are.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
try this.
That's terrible of me, but
All right, go ahead with what you were saying, and let's just see.
what I was trying to say, I don't know how much you heard or what you didn't hear, but before you started the challenge, you had put out a bunch of content about getting ready for the challenge and the different things. But for me, committing to the challenge, I had to overcome a bunch of fear. Like, okay, I'm going to do 10 or 12 videos during the next 30 days. Just accomplishing that step has been, for me, one of the biggest breakthroughs I could have, because I've watched my YouTube channel numbers go from here to here. Taking your advice and learning about this, Amy, you produced 2 amazing podcasts on your podcast channel. I mean, from this, and everybody that's contributed to it, and listening to their videos and learning and growing, and I'm into the freedom crusade. I don't want to get another job. I want to keep doing this, and what I've learned in the last 30 days, unbelievable. And I hope you heard that this time.
Yeah, I did. I love hearing you say that I am now in the freedom crusade. Like this, did you get that from this challenge? Like you saw what's possible if you're just
Oh my God.
consistent?
Mics over the shoulders, and just getting involved in the community, and being back in there. I just, it's great. It's great for my mental attitude. Getting into more calls at 9 o'clock, plugging into like-minded people has been, but I didn't know that before the challenge started. I as the challenge started, it, seeing Caleb on the over the shoulders, and just seeing the group of like-minded people. It's really what's I'm going to do a video again before it's over, or on the last day, about what I've learned, and maybe go into some more depth on and put it on my YouTube channel. But it's been fabulous. Am I talking
Awesome.
too much?
No. So let me ask you this. So have you had any days, how many days, let me ask you this, how many days out of the 30, well, today's 28, out of the last 28 days, how many days of those have you struggled? Like it felt like you would not have created a piece of content had you not committed to this 30-day challenge?
12.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
So
being straight up honest. And a lot of my content I thought was weak, and I didn't put enough effort into it. But particularly on YouTube videos, because I'm trying to learn optimization and things like that. That's taught in the academy. So I'm still confused about whether or not you should get it all done. But in the sake of doing the content, or the content challenge, I wanted to get it out. So maybe I released it when it wasn't optimized quite properly. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm getting views. I've gotten, everything's positive on my YouTube channel and my Instagram channel. So my marketing goals when I started the challenge have been, on target, right?
yeah. Well, so as far as the optimization, I feel like for a lot of the people like yourself that are creating YouTube videos that were never really creating a lot of YouTube videos before, the optimization is going to really help your growth on your channel. However, the purpose of this challenge was to get you in action, to have you actually learning how to create the content. So now you know how to create the content. So now your next step is going to be learning how to optimize your videos. And you can go back and optimize, your videos that you've already created.
I was going to ask you about that. That's great.
Yeah, you can always go back and optimize stuff. That being said, just a quick tip on that, like certain things, if you change them later, you are going to, like, if you're already ranking, if you're not ranking, if your stuff isn't optimized, this isn't really going to matter. But what I was going to say is, if you optimize a video and you've got your keywords in your title and you've got your keywords in the description, and I'm not going to do a full optimization training right here, but there's certain steps that you take when you optimize a video. If you go back and change any of that stuff later, like if you change the title of your video, if your video was already ranking, you're probably going to lose your rank and you'll have to regain it from the new optimization. But since a lot of your videos, you might not have even gone through the steps to optimize them yet, and they might not be ranking. I mean, I don't know if you've checked to see if you're ranking for DoorDash or certain DoorDash keywords or anything like that. But if you're not ranking, then that doesn't matter. You can go back and optimize the videos that you've already created, after the fact. Going forward, now that you know how to create the content, you've gotten really good at coming up with the ideas for the content and kind of being on the fly with it, and you know how to, work YouTube, you know how to upload stuff and all of that. Going forward, what would be good for you to do is to, once you learn the optimization strategy, like what to do with each video, that will also become second nature. So that each time, like when I upload a video, when I type out the description, my brain automatically puts keywords in the description multiple times. I know how to write sentences and put the keywords in because I've done it so many times, so that I don't have to worry about going back later and doing it. Like I just do it all at once. So I hope that makes sense. So going forward, as you learn the optimization strategies, you're going to start to do that as you upload videos. But for the sake of this challenge, the challenge was just to get the content out there, and you've been doing that. So let's see what Robin just said. I was able to optimize and rank videos after going through the HBA training. It was pretty cool. Yeah. So anybody that's watching this that doesn't know what Robin's referring to here, in the Home Business Academy, we have the Home Business Academy Premium Traffic and Conversions Academy. And one of the things that is available back there is, I think it's like 15 videos that teach how to rank on YouTube, all the optimization strategies you could ever need to know about YouTube. So that's what we're referring to as far as optimization. And and I teach some of that stuff too, but it's what optimization means, just in case anybody's not clear. So when you put a video on YouTube, that's step one. But the next step is to have it show up when people are searching for certain keywords. So in other words, if Craig is posting videos about DoorDash, what are some of the questions that people are asking about DoorDash that he wants to be found when they search for? So, I know I've given some different ways to figure out what people are asking, but like, for example, and I don't know a lot about DoorDash, but what would be some of the questions that new DoorDash drivers might want to know, Craig, that you would want to rank for?
Oh, how do you get paid? How do you get money deposited in your account? How long does it take? How much money can you make?
So
good apps that you need to have when you're door dashing, things like that.
Right. So if Craig made a video about how much money can you make door dashing, where he breaks down how that works and what the potential is. If he did like an epic video about that, the next step is to have it show up when someone types in, how much money can you make door dashing? Because I bet people are typing that in right now. And again, I'm not going to go into a whole keyword training on this live, but if you do any type of keyword training, you'll see like you find out like how many people per month are searching for certain things. And then if you can get your video to rank, like when I say rank, I mean, when someone types in how much money can you make door dashing, if Craig's video comes up as like at the top when someone types that in, or like at least within the first few, so it's like visible right away when someone types that in, he's going to get a lot more views on that video than if he didn't optimize his video. And even though people are searching for that question, his video doesn't rank. It doesn't come up when people ask. The only way people are ever going to find his video is if he tells them about it. So that kind of defeats the purpose of YouTube, right? Because YouTube is a search engine. It is much different than social media. On social media, we get our content in front of people by, it just shows up in their feed and we get it in front of them. It's like an interruption marketing kind of strategy, where on YouTube is a search engine just like Google. People go to YouTube to search for answers for things. Like I go to YouTube when I need to know how to like put a new screen. These are some of the things I've searched for. How to put a new screen on my sliding glass door. Or when I first got divorced, I didn't even know how to change a drill bit, because my ex-husband, when we were married, he did all that. So I was like, I don't know how to use a power tool. So I go to YouTube and I find people that tell me how to do that. So when I type it in, whoever's video comes up at the top, that's the one I'm going to watch. Right. And the next thing you know, I'm like subscribed to this guy's channel who's like a fix-it guy, because he's a good teacher. And honestly, this actually happened. Like I was trying to learn how to change a drill bit, and the first couple videos that I watched, he was using all these terms that I didn't even understand. Like you had to like understand tools in order to even know what he was talking about, and I didn't at all. So I ended up going to a video that was like in layman's terms for beginners. And that guy was such a good teacher that I was like, this is who I want to learn from every time I need to know anything. So I subscribed to his channel. So because he was ranking and I clicked on his video, I found him on YouTube, right? So that's a lot different than like, if he didn't take the time to optimize his video, I never would have found it when I was looking for how to change a drill bit. So optimization is very, very, very important. And that's not what we're, focusing on today, but it is, Craig brought it up and I just wanted to touch on that. Like, so for the sake of the 30-day challenge, it was just really exercising the muscle of creating content, creating every day, getting into the habit of seeing that it's not as hard as we make it out to be. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going, because like I talked about in the last training, I like to look at it as every piece of content that we put out on the internet is like a little fish hook in the sea of the internet. And so the more content that we have, the more opportunities there are for people to find us. So if Craig has 30 videos already on DoorDash, which that's, he doesn't, because he didn't do 30 videos about DoorDash, but let's just say he has 30 DoorDash videos. It's going to give people a lot that are searching for DoorDash related topics, a lot more opportunity to find him. Not to mention, if they're, what's going to happen over time is if somebody's watching somebody else's video about DoorDash, Craig's videos are going to start to show up on the right-hand side for them on YouTube as recommended videos, because he's got all this content on DoorDash. And that's the power of optimization. YouTube knows, that this is what your content's about, so they can put it in front of the people that want it. And over time, like, I don't know if that's your goal, Craig, but I think over time with a niche, like a micro niche, like specifically being like the go-to for DoorDash people, like you can really, monopolize a smaller niche like that. I think, you could really make a name for yourself in that niche if you wanted to. Yeah. And then,
my biggest thing is trying to come up with how it converts to what we're doing.
Right. Okay. So I was just going to talk about that a little bit too. So Craig is an affiliate marketer, and he markets a lot of the same affiliate programs that I do. And so, that's what he's saying here is, okay, so I'm making videos about DoorDash, but how is that going to help me make affiliate commissions with the other stuff that I have? And I think you've done a really good job actually of tying the two together, because see you later, Caleb. Caleb's saying he has to run. Bye, Caleb. So what I've seen Craig doing in some of his videos is like, he'll teach something about DoorDash and then say, like, I do DoorDash, but the other thing that I love to create residual income is, this affiliate program, da, 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 da. And then he like goes into the Home Business Academy and why it's awesome, and gives people the opportunity to click a link to learn more. So what I would say is, okay, so DoorDash is trading hours for dollars. It is. Like, if you don't put in the time, you don't get paid with DoorDash, right?
You don't put in the time, you don't get it done.
Right. So if you don't you think that there are people that are driving for DoorDash that, you know, might be watching your video that would also love to know how they can make money that isn't trading hours for dollars, how they can make some residual income. And so I think targeting DoorDash, I mean, a lot of your videos are targeting DoorDash drivers, right? So they are entrepreneurs, basically. You know, you've got to have some drive to be a DoorDash driver, right? Because nobody's like going to make you drive on days. I don't really know how it works, but I'm guessing like, you know, you have to be a self-starter to a certain degree. You have to have, you know, some of that entrepreneurial spirit, right? So that's good as far as finding people that would be your target market for teaching them affiliate marketing too, you know? So you're letting them know, you know, you're a preferred DoorDash member, but you're also an affiliate marketer, and that your main thing that you're focused on is creating residual income, and that you've got this incredible free resource if that's something that they're interested in. That's a 183-page book written by Nick Bramble, who's an absolute genius, marketing genius. And for some reason, he decided to let us have access to this book for free. And if you want to learn the foundational principles of affiliate marketing, I'm going to give you a link to this book below this video, and you can start with that. And I think you'll be pretty amazed at what's possible. You know what I mean? Like just an easy transition from, you know, speaking to your avatar, which is a DoorDash driver, and showing them, I mean, because your avatar is basically you. You're a DoorDash driver who's building residual income, right? So you're speaking to the other people, or, you know, you want to act like you're speaking to one person who is also the same. You know, this person is a DoorDash driver, but yeah, wouldn't it be awesome to also have this residual income that comes in even when, you know, when you don't want to drive and you want to spend time with your family. And so, you know, so that's the key. And I was actually going to just mention this because, as far as just some tips from some things that I've seen happening over the course of this 30-day challenge, and not so much with you, but I've noticed it in some other people's videos where, like we were just talking about, you know, sharing that 30-minute workday ebook, right? So what I've been noticing is that a lot of people, you know, that are new, and I'm not criticizing in a bad way. I just wanted to point this out because you'll get better results if you make this little tweak. I've noticed that some people in their videos get on camera and say, "Hi, my name is Joe Smith, and I have all of this awesome stuff right below this video. Click on all the links. I've got this funnel builder. I've got this ebook. I've got before they even give any value, like before they even teach anything in the video, they're just telling people to click on links. So I just want to tell you guys, like, you're going to get much better results if you wait until the end of the video to transition from whatever it is that you're helping people solve a problem in your video. And the problem you're helping them solve is whatever they had just typed into the search engine. So that's why you want to learn how to start to make videos about the stuff that people are actually searching for answers about, right? So that when they type it in the search engine, your video comes up, you give them the answers that they're looking for. And at the end of the video, you transition into how to help them take the next step with you, which is the link below the video. And you can let them know that it's there and why it's going to help them. You know, like if you're a DoorDash driver and you're looking for a way to free up some more time and create residual income while you're doing your DoorDash stuff, I've got an awesome resource below this video that's going to help you do that, right? So you're not telling them about it in the beginning because that's not why they came to the video. They came to the video to learn how to make money with DoorDash, right? So you don't want to start the video off by saying, you know, they click on a video to learn how to make money with DoorDash, and the first thing you're saying is, click the link below my video to learn about this ebook. Like it's not congruent. And so you always want to, I mean, there's basically like 4, maybe more depending on the video, but 4 basic like elements of a video that you want to think about. The hook, which is when someone first clicks on the video, you want to let them know that they're in the right place. They're clicking on a video titled How to Make Money with DoorDash. You want to say, hey, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make money with DoorDash. Okay, now they know they're in the right place. Then the intro, which is letting them know who you are and why they should listen to you. And it doesn't have to be a long drawn out thing, but you can, let them know that they're in the right place. Then you let them know, hey, this is Craig. I'm a preferred DoorDash member, or whatever the correct terminology is for that. And I've, gone through a huge learning curve to learn some of the stuff that I've learned, but I'm hoping to shorten your learning curve by just teaching you this right now so that you don't have to go through all the stuff I went through. So blah, blah, blah. So just like and the other thing that you can do in the intro is like, if you have a testimonial from somebody that you've helped, you could like flash it on the screen or mention them, like Sally, for example, was really struggling with understanding how we get paid in DoorDash. And I was able to help her. So I'm hoping I can help you too, or something like that. Just giving people some social proof if you have any. And then the third element is the actual content of the video, right? So you've given them the hook, you've given them the intro, you let them know who you are. And then the third piece is the actual content of the video. So that's where you're going to teach them how to make money with DoorDash. And then the fourth, and you're going to go into the whole, whatever you have to say about that. You're going to, if you want to share your screen and show them whatever you have to show them. And then at the end is the call to action. And the call to action is, how do they take the next step with you? What is it? Where are you leading people? And I always suggest you start with the end in mind. So before you even sit down to make a video, you know what your call to action is going to be at the end of the video. What's your intention with this video? You're going to show people how to make money with DoorDash. And then at the end, you're going to show them how to create a residual income at the same time, right? And how are you going to do, and what are you going to do? What are you going to offer them? I always recommend offering something where they can put in their name and email address. Like you can actually capture a lead that you can follow up with rather than just trying to sell them something and sending them directly to a sales page. Sometimes I do both, but giving them the opportunity to put in their name and email address is a way that you can now get them on your email list. So if they leave your YouTube channel and never come back, you can still follow up with them, right? And if they've opted in to your free ebook underneath the DoorDash video, you can deliver that ebook to them. And then you can continue to send them emails about, stuff that's related to the residual income stream that you're building. You can also relate it to DoorDash because you know that this is a DoorDash, someone that watched your DoorDash video that's interested in residual income. So now you can create a bunch of content directly for them and continuously send it to them in an email. So it's always good to have a way for people to take the next step with you. And I usually, I recommend giving them something to opt into. You can give them something to buy. I mean, I talk about the HBA funnel builder all the time because that's what I use to generate leads. I create pages in the funnel builder. And sometimes in my videos, when I'm talking about it, I'll say, if you want to learn more about the HBA funnel builder, there's a link below. And I don't make people opt in to learn about it. They can just click on the link and go buy it. And that happens. But 99% of the time, or I would say 100% of the time, I've got links to places where people can, or at least one link for places that people can opt in for something. I'm giving them the opportunity to take the next step so that they can get on my email list so that I can help them further from there. So anyway, that was just a little kind of tutorial about the kind of the steps of the elements of a video. You don't want to start off your video with the call to action. Right? That's not why they're there. They're there to learn whatever it is they just searched for that they want to learn. So the last thing they want to do is be sold something the minute they get on your video. You're going to lose people if you do that. So I wanted to point that out because I see people doing that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not criticizing. I'm giving you constructive criticism because you're not going to know that unless somebody tells you, right? So I want you to know if you're offering the escape plan, which I see people doing as the first thing you're saying in your video, and you're not getting a lot of opt-ins, it's probably because people are you're scaring people away. You know, you're offering it too soon. There's not a transition. They don't see how it relates to what your video is about. And so they're going to be a lot less likely to opt in for it. You know, if you can tie it into the topic of the video, you know you're talking to DoorDash drivers, and you know that this is something that can help them because you are a DoorDash driver and it has helped you, then you can transition into that at the end of every single one of your videos and have a huge amount of success doing that if you do it right. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. You know, the other thing that's really good to do in content, and I want to say this because it came up yesterday in my Home Business Academy Facebook group. I had a new member who he just made his first commission, which was really awesome. And he was saying, like, I know that I'm supposed to be constantly emailing my list and sharing stuff with them, but I'm not sure what to share, right? So we had a little conversation about that. One of the things that's really good to share, I mean, there's so many different things. Like I said, if you click on that link that I gave you guys before, you're going to get, I'll give it to you again. You're going to get 110 different ideas for things that you can share with your list. But the other thing that's really, really, really good to share is your journey. Like Craig, for example, could literally share about, he's sharing his DoorDash journey and how he's building this other stream of income on the side. And like, you could literally share as you go. Like what I recommended to the guy in our Facebook group is that, like, he just got his first sale online. Like, that's a great thing to share with your people. Like, I just made my first sale online. I just made my first commission with this affiliate program that I'm in. Share about that. Share how you did it. Did you run a solo ad? Did you get a sale from a YouTube video? Like, what did you do to get that sale? People love to hear about your journey and what you're doing. This is how I built my business. Like when I first started marketing online, I used to get like really, really excited about every single little win I would have. When I got my first lead online, I made a video saying, I just got my first lead. And I was all excited. The day I learned how to put a link in an email, a hyperlink in an Aweber email, like I made a video. I was like, wow, now I know how to put a link in an email. It seems so like basic, right, to some people. But I figured if I just learn that, there's somebody that doesn't know how yet. So if I can be one step ahead of them, they can follow on my coattails. I'm going to be the person they're going to want to follow even more than that 7-figure internet marketer, because that 7-figure internet marketer is so far ahead that they're not teaching how to put a link in an email anymore. And that's where this person is at. That's what they need to know. So don't be afraid to share your journey. Don't be afraid that you have to like act like you are further ahead than you are, or that you're not far enough ahead yet to really give anybody any value, because it's not true. People will follow on your coattails if you're one step ahead of them. And so that is definitely a really good way to really, have people excited to hear from you and hear like what just happened next, and so anyway, that's just another idea that you could use, Craig, or anybody in this challenge can use as far as really engaging the people that are opting in, and what are you sharing with them on a regular basis. And then the other last tip I want to say is, like, with all the prompts that I gave you guys, there's so many of them. Always try to turn to, and again, the 30-day challenge, we're just putting out content. That's the name of the game for the 30-day challenge. But going forward, once this challenge ends and you're really wanting to hone in on your content creation, really focus on when you're creating a piece of content, like I'm just going to think of one example. Okay. So I said something like, a lyric of a song that means something to you or whatever. So rather than just sharing a lyric of a song and that's it, you want to somehow craft it into a piece of content that will give somebody value, somebody in your target audience value. And that goes for any of the prompts, like, a time management strategy that's made a difference for you, or, all these different things that I've given you. How does that pertain to the person in your target audience? So not just sharing it for the sake of sharing it, but sharing it to actually help the people in your target audience have a breakthrough, because now they want to come back and watch the next video that you create. And now they want to open your emails because you're speaking to them, you're helping them. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that too, because you're going to, again, now that you know how to create the content, now it's going to become more about, you know, helping people with the content, specifically, not just talking about it from your perspective, but how can your perspective make a difference for somebody else? So anyway, hopefully that made sense.
Yeah, it did.
I went off on all these tangents, but I figure, you know, we're talking about the 30-day content challenge. And I know you were talking to, you know, you started talking about, you know, how to transition or how to, you know, optimize and all that stuff. All this stuff is really, really important when it comes to content creation. So you, at this point, you know how to create the content. So you're so far ahead of so many people, because if you, and I'd like to hear your take on this, but I feel like had you not gone through the 30-day content challenge, or anybody else that's here in the content challenge, had you not gone through the 30-day content challenge, you'd still be hung up on the actual creation of the content, like feeling awkward talking to the camera or all of that stuff. Because you've done it every day for 30 days, that's behind you now. Now you can focus on getting eyes on the content or transitioning to the call to action, like all the other stuff that goes into it, right?
Yeah, I think, and I was going to talk about this in the video that I'm going to create for my last day, is what I've learned about the content challenge. And I'm going to go into more depth, but that was one of the points that I was going to bring up in my video was, coming down towards the end, I thought, oh, I got nothing else to say. There's nothing going on in my head. There's nothing, but I found a way to create content anyway. And whether I thought it was ridiculous or whether I just got it out there, I got that muscle moving, you know, and that's the biggest thing. Taking action, taking massive action. And that's what kind of this thing was all about anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of times when we first start, especially with video, like people, and video is where it's at. I mean, we're in this day and age, if you're not doing videos, you're not going to be able to compete with the people that are, because people just feel more connected when they can see your face and hear your voice, right? But one of the things that stops people when it comes to videos is feeling like a deer in the headlights. Like, it's awkward at first. Like, I think I looked like a deer in the headlights for my first 50 videos, probably, at least, because you're talking to an inanimate object. And when I first started doing videos, we didn't have phones with cameras on them. So I was just talking to a camera. Now we're talking to a phone where you can see your face while you're talking, which is even more distracting, I think. Like, I found it easier to just talk to a camera without seeing my face. But to like see yourself, now you're like subconsciously criticizing yourself while you're trying to provide value. You know, like there's a lot of hurdles to get over when it comes to just shooting a video, right? So hopefully after 30 days worth of that, you've gotten past some of those hurdles. Like, you just get used to it after a while.
That's what I said in the beginning, is that before I started the challenge, was overcoming the fear of just doing the challenge. That was, just leaping that hurdle to get into the challenge was the biggest challenge for me, before we even got going. Now I look back and I've got, I look at the stats on my YouTube channel. Well, wow, that's 30 days. Wow. Pretty good. And that was not my intended, why I got into it. You know what I mean? I figure I need to get out of my shell a little bit and start producing some content on a more consistent basis. And this was a great way to do it, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 days left, guys. Don't forget. Post that content tomorrow and the next day.
Yeah.
And take me up on that YouTube or thumbnail party one night.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to do that. That's a great idea. Yeah, Craig requested that we have a thumbnail party, and I think that'll be really fun. We'll do it on Zoom so that everybody can talk to each other, and we can all sit there and I mean, I can teach some of the stuff that I do, but everybody can kind of do it together. I think it'll be really fun just to help anybody that's doing video marketing that wants to get better at thumbnails, and we can all hang out and do it. So since it was your request, you'll have to, shoot me over some days and times that are good for you. We'll do it at a time that works for you.
Okay.
And we'll put it in the Facebook group so that anybody that's in that Facebook group that wants to be part of it can. I don't think I have, what does this say? Proud of you, Craig, doing big things, from Robin. Yes, he is doing big things. And it's been cool to, to see people's like getting subscribers over time on their YouTube channel and getting more and more engagement. But I know, like, I mean, I've been doing videos for a long time, but I'm still, getting subscribers organically we're talking about like really, really targeted people, right? So it's not something that it's not like you're going to get like, until you have a bigger channel, it's going to be a slow process. And my process has gotten a little bit faster. The more subscribers, like the more momentum I get, the more subscribers I get per day, but it's not like a lot still per day. It's a slow kind of growth. But when you look back, it's like, wow, I just got, this many subscribers in 1 month. Like, that's incredible. And, and then it becomes kind of a snowball effect over time. So it's pretty exciting. And that's the power of consistency and just putting one foot in front of the other on a regular basis, because consistency builds trust. So, there is going to be momentum. If you keep showing up, people keep seeing you showing up, like they know you mean business, and it'll build trust with them over time. I saw that comment come in and I lost my train of thought from what I was saying before, but, the Facebook group, I was going to say, let me see if I have I don't have a little banner made here. I'll make one real quick. I think this is my Facebook group. It's amystarallen.com/growth hacks. I guess I should make sure that actually works. That should be my Facebook group. Let me just double check. No. Oh, I have a typo. Yeah, that works. So that is that's the link for anybody that wants to join the Facebook group. So it's not just for people in the challenge. It's for anybody that wants online marketing growth hacks for entrepreneurs. And that's where we're going to have our thumbnail party. So if you want to hang out with us for our thumbnail party, that's where you can find us. And like I said, if you want to do the challenge on your own, I mean, and for people that are already in the challenge too, this goes for you too. If you want to start it over after our 30 days is up, if you want to keep it going, just keep using the prompts and just keep doing it, and we won't have an official thread every day in the Facebook group for it, but that doesn't mean that you can't,
go in on that day,
do it on your own, and still, the Facebook group is still going to be a good place to get training on all kinds of different things when it comes to marketing, and particularly content marketing, because that's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. This is, again, if you want even if you don't want to do the 30-day challenge the way that it was designed, you can grab the resources that I gave everybody for the challenge, 2 different PDFs with lots of different prompts. And, you'll find access to the Facebook group in there as well. So, Craig, is there any last thoughts that you'd like to share with as far
man,
as
I'm just so grateful for everybody. I'm glad I participated in it. Got me. I think I've had many breakthroughs, and I'm just grateful, Amy, that you put it all together. And I'm grateful to everybody in the HBA family, man, from early in the morning to late at night, you're not going to be starved of any learning material or learning something new within the HBA family. That's for sure. So
Yeah,
keep
it's a
at it. Keep at it.
great place to be for sure. And I just lost my train. I'm brain dead. Lost my train of thought again.
Well, thank you for having me on. I really I appreciate allowing me to come on this. I'm grateful for that too.
Yeah, thanks for jumping out. I know we've tried to get you the last couple times, and you're always door dashing.
Gotta get my dash on.
Yeah, the other thing that you might consider, just as a side note, doing some more content on just side hustles in general, because I know you talked about donating plasma, and you had the ripple effect. We saw that happen right inside of our challenge. Caleb watched your video and then he went and donated plasma. Craig was sharing how he donates plasma to pay for his advertising budget. So like just cool stuff like that. Like you could really start to hone in on different ways to earn, like different side hustles like DoorDash and donating plasma, affiliate marketing. Like you could have it be all like one kind of like niche
Hustle
that you,
movement.
yeah.
Thank you.
So,
that's wonderful.
You can start doing some research, keyword research on some of the different, see what other content is out there on this kind of stuff. But, I know that I follow a couple people on YouTube that teach all kinds of different strategies to earn an income online. Like different, you can like transcribe videos and get paid per word and all stuff like that. But like a lot of the side hustles that you have going on are like donating plasma and DoorDash. Like they're not specifically for people that are online. So you might want to do some research to see what's going on in that niche, if anything, and become the go-to person for that, because it seems like you have a lot of good stuff up your sleeve and a lot of experience with it. So anyway, Robin says she hopes it wasn't her fault. Hope what wasn't your fault?
Robin's awesome.
Yes, Robin is awesome. All right. Well, we're at the top of the hour. Happy Valentine's Day again, everybody. And thank you for showing up with us today. And thank you, Craig, for coming out and sharing your experience with the 30-day challenge. It's been awesome having you on. I'm glad we got the technical glitches out of the way and got it working. And we've got 2 more days after today of the content challenge. So for all you challengers, keep up the good work, and we'll have to have some kind of a party at the end. So we love you guys, and we'll talk to you really soon. Bye.
Peace out. Thanks, everybody.